Inventions. We use them daily, from our phone and fan to a single cup of coffee. But have you ever wondered who actually invented, for example, the watch, the seatbelt or the pen? Today we will learn about some not so famous inventors. Are you ready? First off, we have the German clockmaker Peter HENLEIN. Peter HENLEIN was a locksmith, clockmaker and the inventor of the watch. He created the first portable watch in 1511 using some pre-existent inventions like the mainspring and some other components. He was so skilled and such a brilliant craftsman that Johann Kohlaus wrote in the appendix of the description of the word Cosmographia Pomponius Mela, the Norimberga Germania Centro, a eulogy to the city of Nuremberg, including a praise for HENLEIN and his watches. Every day, the craftsmen of Nuremberg invent finer things. For example, Peter HENLEIN, still a young man, fashions works that even the most learned mathematicians admire. For from only a little bit of iron, he makes clocks with many wheels which, no matter how one might turn them, show and chime the hours for 40 hours without any weight, even when carried at the breast or in a handbag, purse. With this, Johann Kohlaus emphasizes on the portability of HENLEIN's watches. Traditional, big, stationary clocks use the heavy weight to tell the time, and when moved around, their mechanism would show the wrong time. HENLEIN's work remains a miracle of engineering and human genius even after 500 years of history. Next on our list we have Niels Bohlin. Niels Bohlin was a Swedish mechanical engineer and inventor. While working at Volvo as a safety engineer, Niels Bohlin invented the 3-point seatbelt, saving thousands of lives. Specifically, he developed this idea because he wanted to keep the driver safe in car accidents. After testing his invention, Bohlin submitted his work at Volvo in 1959. His work got approved, and after demonstrating its effectiveness in a study composing of 28,000 car accidents, the 3-point seatbelt became the norm. Now it's time to talk about writing, specifically pens. The pen you might be using right now is an invention also. LASLO BIRO, while working as a journalist, noticed that the ink used to print newspapers would dry up quickly. As journalists used to write everything by hand and very fast, the ink they were using would leave smudges. At first, he tried to use the same ink in a fountain pen, but it was too thick. After many experiments with his brother, they developed a new nib consisting of a small ball that would spin freely, controlling the ink's flow. The invention was patented in 1938, only to be bought in 1945 by Marcek Bich, the founder of Bic. Now we are all familiar with air conditioning, but who's actually the inventor of these life-saving appliances? Well, the answer is very simple. Willis Halliward Carrier. He invented the first electrical air conditioning unit in 1902, motivated by a problem experienced at a company in Brooklyn, New York. Specifically, the paper used for photography and color printing processes shrank and grew because of the summer's humid environment, which led to poor quality images and prints. His work got submitted, refined over some years, and finally, the first air-conditioned patent was granted on January 2, 1906. His device was designed to humidify or dehumidify air, heating water for the first function and cooling it for the second. For that reason, Carrier air conditions are so notoriously famous. Lastly, we have George de Mestral. George de Mestral invented the childhood-saving Velcro. He came up with this idea after observing that some bears would stick to his clothes and his dog's fur. After putting these seeds under the microscope, he saw that these bears had hundreds of hooks on them that would catch anything with a loop, such as clothing and animal fur, and out of curiosity, he wanted to replicate what he had seen. At first, people refused to take him and his idea seriously. After trial and error, he made a side consisting of nylon hooks and another side consisting of loops made of nylon thread. De Mestral gave the name Velcro after the two French words velours, which means velvet, and crochet, which means hook. The Velcro is used even to this day, with uses varying between kids' shoes, bandages, and even aerospace equipment such as the astronauts' suits. What's your favorite invention of these 5? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and always remember, knowledge is power.